Meeting 303 Healing and Empowerment. I am going to be doing a pick a card reading live today. I've already picked out a few cards for each pile. So if you want to go ahead and pick a pile, I am going to be doing some extra pulls for these piles while we're live so that you can see what's coming out and everything. But the first pile is the Black Dragon. And by the way, this pick a card is going to be for how to get to your 10 of Cups. Although, when I was choosing these cards, when they were coming out, when I got to pile number 3, I kept hearing how to get to your 10 of Pentacles. So, whoever picks pile number 3, it may be about 10 of Pentacles and how to get to your 10 of Cups. Anyhow, pile number 1 is the Black Dragon. Pile number 2 would be the Red Raven Skull. And pile number 3 is going to be the Pink Dragon. And this is, again, the pile that I felt 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles kept coming to me. So anyhow, I'm going to put number 2 and number 3 to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and begin with pile number 1. So if you picked pile number 1, this is going to be your message for how to get to your 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so right away, there is a message of not seeing things clearly. I think some of you are in this energy of fighting something that is coming for you. And what I mean by that is you may be doubtful thinking. You may have some thoughts in your mind that's telling you to, you know, not do this or not do that. And I do feel like it's the ego that is kind of trying to protect you in some way, shape, or form right now. And I feel like there's some sort of energy that's becoming more stable at this time. There's something that you're going through that you are rooting a foundation. You're setting some sort of firm foundation within something within your life. It may have something to do with some sort of dream, a big dream that you have. And I feel like whatever this dream is, it may be something that you've been putting time and energy into in the past, and now it's time to revisit it. But seeing that there's something about seeing what Spirit is trying to tell you. So you may be missing out on some sort of information. You may be allowing the ego to distort the messages through some sort of negative type of connection or what have you. Negative emotions, maybe something of that sort. However, I do kind of feel like there's some sort of shift and change that is happening, and I'm being redirected to a different set of cards, but I feel like there's some sort of shift and change that's happening that has to do with an ego death. So to get to your 10 of Cups, that ultimate happiness, you know, where you have happy home, happy friends, happy family, happy connections, security and stability, I feel like it's going to take you getting out of the mind and into the heart space and really focusing on how to achieve your dreams. What other messages do you have for pile 1 on how to get to their 10 of Cups? Do I take this? So there's solutions that are all around you about what you should be doing at this time. Again, I feel like some of you are not really paying too much attention to what Spirit is saying. It's almost like the ego is completely in the way. So this is the message that's saying, do whatever you have to do to change your thoughts, change your patterns of how you're thinking, and get more into the emotional thinking and using your discernment of spirit and things of that sort. I do kind of feel a little bit of anxiety. I'm kind of a little bit shaky, so it don't look like it, but internally I feel shaky. So some of you may even have this energy of like anxiety or a little bit of nervousness about what this is. I do feel like whatever this dream is something big. It's something that it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take a lot of change. And I feel like patience and trusting in the process is a really big deal as well. And that may even be something that the ego is going through at this time, is not really having enough patience or enough trust in whatever it is coming in your direction. And now while I'm talking about whatever this is, I'm talking about one specific thing, some sort of goal that you have. However, when I look into all of the other things that are going on in your life, it's almost like there's stable energy in those things. So like, for instance, I feel like a lot of your relationships are already good. You've already got the people in your life that you need in your life, and the people that you don't need, they've already moved out of the way, and so on and so forth. I feel like you have accomplished some sort of like financial goals, or either you're on the brink of getting some sort of financial goal, having it become even more stable. So there's like things that are going on around you, but there's something in particular, some sort of dream, some sort of goal that you keep missing the messages on. You keep, for whatever reason, just having some sort of doubt, fear, and insecurity. So the main message that's coming through right now for pile number 1 is you got to get the ego out of the way and push away these fears, doubts, and insecurities that may be holding you back from your 10 of Cups. The big picture thinking tells me that the solutions that are given to you so that you can move forward. And I feel like, again, most of you are on the brink of this pretty major breakthrough with whatever this one particular thing is. And you're seeing all these other things rearrange and align for you in your life. But this one particular thing, for whatever reason, you can't see a vision of how it's going to turn out. And that's for a good reason. Spirit's like, we don't want you to know all the ins and outs of how this is going to work, exactly what you need to do. Why? Because if everything was told to you, or you knew the ins and outs of everything, that might even give you even more fear to just back out of it altogether. And whatever this situation is, or whatever this event is, it's something big that is going to take you places. And not knowing exactly if this is like something that's going to create a lot of money for you, but I do know that it's going to create a lot of happiness, a lot of peace, and it's almost like there's just this deep contentment. And I even feel for pile number 1 that once you guys reach this goal, or whatever it is that you're desiring, that you may not even have much dreams about what you want to do from here on out. It may just be that, you feel like once you get to this, whatever it is, that this is it. This is all that you need. This is all that you want. But Spirit is going to come and tell you, no, that's not all that you need. That's not all that you want. We have more for you. And I feel like it's going to be about having new dreams and goals. So for pile number 1, egos getting out of the way, changing your thought patterns, using your discernment of spirit, paying attention to the solutions that are coming to you. And I feel like most of these solutions are guiding you to say things differently, to act differently, to be differently. And it's really about just getting rid of that negative aspect of the ego that's telling you, don't do this or don't do that because it may hurt you or it may not work out the way that you want to. But instead, having visions of the future. And ask Spirit, show me how to visualize. If you're somebody that doesn't know how to visualize, ask Spirit to show you how to visualize. Then start meditating and praying and setting intentions and asking during the meditations with these intentions to show you exactly what your next steps are. And you're going to get repeated message, whether it be like, I want you to start making videos, or I want you to hang out with so-and-so, or I want you to save this amount of money, or go look at this property, or whatever it may be. But the solutions, every one of the solutions are going to be right in front of you. They're going to be repeating to you. You're going to just know that you know that you know that you need to do this certain particular thing to be able to get to your 10 of Cups. And I feel like most of you are just like right on the edge or the cusp of some sort of breakthrough. But let's see what other messages come out for us real quick. Again, I'm on pile number 1, guys. Let me pull up my channel real quick. Okay, I got it pulled up. All right, so let's see what else they got going on for pile number 1. This is how to get to your 10 of Cups, suggestions that Spirit may have for you, changes that you need to make, and so on and so forth. There's a message about taking the time to nurture your mind, body, and soul in any way, shape, or form. There is a message of feeling frustrated or feeling held back or bound by something, but it's you that's holding you back. This is your fears, doubts, and insecurities getting the best of you, that ego that needs to be cleared. you need to, it's almost like not paying attention to it and just going in another direction. But there's this feeling of being bound or feeling frustrated. But I do feel that most of you, this is a frustration with yourself. You know that you're capable of getting to whatever this goal is or whatever it is that you desire. You know that you have what it takes. You've already done so much work and cleared so much energy and trauma and dense energy. And now it's just literally about pushing through those fears, doubts, and insecurities. Again, solutions are coming to you, but I do feel like for some of you, you're reinventing yourself or recreating something that maybe you had already put time and energy into. This was coming out at the beginning of the reading. And it's almost like you're giving birth to new situations. Maybe you're putting something new into a business or new into some sort of goal or what have you. Suggestions are coming to you, again, through repeated messages, maybe even through people, places, and things that you were engaging in during the day. These solutions are coming to you. But most of the solutions, most of the messages that you're going to be getting right now is not listening to the ego that's saying, don't do this or don't do that. It's protecting you. Instead, pushing through the fears, doubts, and insecurities. Some of you are in this process of feeling like you don't have the upper hand when it comes to achieving your 10 of Cups. Maybe you feel like you're just not getting enough guidance and enough information. There is going to be times of silence, and anytime that you have these moments of silence, this is when things are aligning. So for some of you, while these things are aligning and you're in the silence, don't let the silence beat you. And what I mean, again, is if the ego is telling you, you know, this is not going to amount to anything, if you're just sitting in idle time, you're not making money, you know, whatever it is that it's telling you, just know that you actually do have the upper hand. That in which you desire and which you have a goal set out to accomplish is right on the edge of being there. Like it's at the door. If you open the door, it's there. However, something keeps telling you not to open the door, so this is what you need to rid of. When it comes to relationships, I feel like I'm supposed to switch up when it comes to relationships. What cards do I go to? Show me that again. When it comes to relationships, let's see how to get your joy, happiness out of your relationships. I feel like most of you are already there. But for some of you that need to know how to get to your 10 of Cups when it comes to relationships, there's conversations that need to be had. There's also an energy of not acting too harsh or being extreme. Some of you, I feel like you have this energy of, I know it all. And not that you don't know it all, but you got to remember not everybody is in the same place in their journey. So when you present them with like, I know what I'm talking about, and you know, if you just listen to me type of energy, then everything will work out for you. And I feel like there's people that are either being pushed away from you, or either you are trying so hard to hold on to them that you're pushing them away by things that you say, things that you do. So a little bit of restless energy is coming in when it comes to relationships. However, the suggestion is to not take things to an extreme way of being. When you have conversations with people, you're meant to ask Spirit to guide, lead, and instruct your conversations, and let whatever words need to be shared come out in a way that will be accepted by whoever. I feel like you are meant to share what kind of goals you're going after and the things that you're working on at this time, especially when you're going through this ego death, because anytime we go through an ego death, as soon as we get through that, somebody else comes right after that and goes through an ego death, and they need to know how you got through that. So there's this message of also sharing what you're going through and how you're getting through it and things of that sort. Now, in the near future, I do feel like a lot of you have some sort of decision to make. For many of you, this is a decision on, are you going to stay where you're at, or are you going to go? This may be when it comes to moving places to live, or maybe employment, but I feel like the majority of you watching pile number one is going to have something to do with a decision of movement. Now, we do have the ring, which tells me there could be a decision for some of you about a marriage, about a commitment, about some sort of partnership, maybe even. So I feel like this decision is not going to be an easy decision, but I feel like once you say yes to whatever this decision is, you start to feel the energy shift, and you start to see things going in the direction of what you've been having a desire for or a goal for anyway. I do feel like this is the end of some sort of cycle for you. So as we get into the next few weeks, you're going to start realizing that a lot of things are shifting because of some silence that you're in, because of going through this ego death while you're in this silence, and because of realizing the solutions that are coming to you. Again, repeated message. So as you start seeing these things and changing the way that you think about things, the way that you talk about things and all of that, you're going to start to see the shift happen and blessings are going to start coming in. I keep feeling, though, that this decision that you have to make is a pretty big decision, and it's something that could either make you or break you, and that's why the ego keeps saying, don't do that. It might be something that hurts you, or it could be something that ends up bringing in instability or what have you. But remember, your ego is there to keep you safe. So there's something that's happened to you in the past that you didn't feel safe in, and your ego is now like, okay, let me bring this back up so this person doesn't make another mistake. But what your ego doesn't know is that this is yours. It's meant to be yours. The negative part of your ego, anyway, that it's meant to be yours. And then when you start listening to the positive aspects of your ego, it says you've already got this. You've done this before. This is already yours. You're in a completion cycle. Just keep going. Don't take no for an answer. Don't stop now type of energy. I keep feeling something with a movement. Give me the messages that come with some sort of movement. Yeah, you're getting bored with where you're at. There may be something about the area that you live or people that you live around, or maybe your home just isn't big enough, or maybe some of the blessings that are coming in happen to be blessings of relationships that are healed and you need more room for people to come and visit. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's this energy of being bored, feeling like you're stuck in an energy that is no longer in resonance with you. And so one of your decisions that you may have to make is about some sort of move forward. This is a change of address. I do believe for, if not all of you, most of you, but there's definitely a change of address. Yeah, with this change of address, there's some sort of new energy that comes. Again, it's like this energy that brings in like your wants, needs, and desires, things that you've been really trying to manifest and been praying for. I feel like this is a time of discovery. I even feel like a lot of the blessings that are coming to you are going to be blessings that have to do with things that you haven't even asked for. So it's like you're going to be seeing things align and things are going to come to you, but there's things that are going to happen that you haven't yet asked for. And this is Spirit's way of showing you things that are meant for you that you didn't even realize were meant for you. I kind of feel like this at the beginning of this reading, the energy was all over the place. I felt very nervous, but as I'm coming to like the end of this reading, I feel like the nervousness is going away. The shaking isn't there. And I kind of feel like I've got some sort of clarity on something that needs to happen. Now the next message comes in, which is a actual move. This is for most of you, a place that is going to be more stable, more sturdy for you. It's going to be something that you can set some sort of roots, a strong foundation. I do feel with this card also that there could be a marriage, some sort of taking a partnership deeper than what it is at this time. So that's the second message about that. For some of you, this message could just be all about a relationship that you're trying to pull in and manifest, and there's things that you need to get out of the way that have to do with your fears, doubts, and insecurities. There's also some things that have to do with the ego and the ego death. So to be able to move into this 10 of Cups, most of you have to go through this major ego death. I feel like some of you that's watching this, though, have already went through several ego deaths, so it's not going to be that challenging for you, and it's more about just accepting the blessings as they come in, and, as soon as the ego starts to act up, shut it down, okay? So let's get you guys some charms. I couldn't figure out where they were. Hi, guys. How are you doing? It's a roach on the door. What are you talking about, a roach? I don't have roaches, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hi, Reacher. How you doing, honey? Okay, so anyway, moving on, let's get some charms. Give me some charms for pile number 1, please. Give me one more. Thank you. So, one of the suggestions that is being given right now is to listen to your intuition. We do have the tiger's eye, and it's making me feel like just this deep connection with intuition and a strength that's coming about your intuition. I also feel like some of you are really getting into seeing or having premonitions, which is going to help you to get to your 10 of Cups. I feel like some of you do have some secretive energy that's coming in. This is something that is hidden, locked behind closed doors, things of that sort. However, there is clarity that's coming in that has to do with a connection, some sort of engagement, marriage proposal. This could be like finishing touches that need to happen to something that's going on in your life that's going to help you to get to this movement. Yeah, I really feel very strongly for some of you. For a lot of you, this is something to do with a commitment, taking it to the next level, or what have you. Let me get some affirmation cards, and I'm going to move on to pile 2. The universe has your back. The solutions are going to be coming to you, your next steps. You're going to receive clarity. This is all about clarity, awareness. So it's coming, guys. The solutions are there. You just got to listen to what your intuition, your discernment of spirit is saying, and block out the negative aspect of the ego that's telling you not to go there, don't do this, don't do that, or what have you. And the negative comments have no effect on me whatsoever. You guys can say whatever you want. It's all good. I am wishing you the best and praying for your awakening. Give me one more affirmation, please. When I am connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. I hope that pile number 1 got something out of their reading. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm not doing too bad today. I am going through a pretty significant shift right now, and it feels really good. It feels like just really, really positive energy. My body even feels like it's shifting into a better energy. All right, guys, if you picked pile number 2 or the red raven skull, this is going to be your suggestions for how to get to your 10 of Cups, your ultimate happiness with relationships, with friendships, with connections in your life, with abundance, and things of that sort. So let's see what messages pile number 2 has. So you have a lot of luck that is on your side. However, Spirit is telling me this is not really luck. This is because you have worked so hard and dedicated and committed yourself to a lot of different positive changes. Then now you are manifesting and reaping the rewards and the blessings of a job well done. I feel like most of you are in this energy that's watching pile number 2 of getting to a very stable place, especially when it comes to your mindset. There's something about seeing things clearly, not having racing thoughts, just knowing what you need to do and doing what you have to do to get there. I feel like most of you are in this energy of showing up and showing out, but not showing off. And what I mean by that is you can share your your dreams, goals, desires, the things that you're blessed with, the things that you're manifesting, and show people that, but don't brag about it. Maybe share how you got there, what you did to achieve your 10 of Cups. But for those who are watching pile number 2, most of you probably are already at your 10 of Cups, or either very, very close and feel it there. There's a lot of happiness already. There's a lot of feeling of stability. There's a lot of contentment. There's a lot of, you know, what is my next steps, but also knowing what your next steps are. So this is a really good energy to be in. Give me 2 more shuffles, please, for pile 2. How do they get to their 10 of Cups? What suggestions do you have at this time? 1 more. Thank you. How many? Yeah, so there's something that you need to share with people. This is some sort of talent, some sort of skill. There is something that's being brought to the forefront, or for some time has been brought to the forefront, that is helping you to see exactly what your life is going to become, or how to get to the life that you want. And I feel like many of you are in this process of kind of just refining some things, changing things just a slight bit, or tweaking things just a slight bit to get to the ultimate happiness. I feel like Spirit has given you an indicator as to what you need to do that. And I feel like it's basically what you're already doing, just reinforcing what you're already doing, and just a few changes that need to be made. I do feel like many of you are already in this mindset of like peace of mind, not having racing thoughts. But I feel like for most of you that are watching this, it's because you take time to meditate, you take time to connect with the earth. A lot of you have changed your prayers to prayers of asking for things. Instead, they're prayers of thanks. This is, you know, you giving gratitude for the blessings that's coming in, for the peace of mind, for the direction and the guidance that's being given for the directions that you need to go in. A lot of you are feeling a lot of like energy of networking. Maybe this is Spirit's way of saying you need to network, you need to get involved with more people. It's time to find your tribe, I feel, for many of you. And, you know, this is your soul tribe. These are people that have the same types of dreams and goals, and maybe they've already accomplished and done some things that you're trying to accomplish. Not that you need any help, because this reading is showing like you are doing the thing. Whatever the deal is, you're doing it. And now it's about just refining some things and putting yourself out there. I feel like for those of you who has not put yourself out there in some way, shape, or form, whether it be through a business or social media or making videos, or maybe, you know, having some sort of career path that is using your skills in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like you guys are in this energy of, how do I say this? Those of you who have not yet put yourself out there, you're right at the verge of finding that balance and moving past some sort of deep, profound truth that shows you that this is already yours. You don't have to do very much more to get to it. Just accept it. And it's almost like you are just walking through the door. I do feel like a lot of you feel like there has been some major turnaround. This turnaround is you. Again, luck isn't on your side. It is your energy, your light, your expansion that is making these things happen. It is things that you have done to get to a place of achieving things through staying positive, through acting as if, through visualization, and, you know, just really focusing on the things that you desire. A lot of you have sit in prayer and meditation and asked Spirit what you desire, because some of you at the beginning didn't really know what you desired. And so you sat in meditation, you asked to see visions and you know, show me, you know, what it is that I can expect to happen in my life. Not that every little thing is being shown to you, but I do feel like a lot of you have had some sort of turnaround where you've seen exactly what your next steps are, how to get there, and now you feel just this really intense, powerful feeling of you have arrived, you've got there, this is home. Congratulations, this is a really, really good place to be. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. Little muscular guy, how you doing, honey? Am I supposed to take these cards? Okay. A lot of you are at this time currently being guided by ancestors. This could be also being guided by other versions of yourself. We are multidimensional beings existing in many realities at this time. Many of us, if not all of us watching at this time, are higher dimensional beings. We are higher, beings that are of higher consciousness, of light and love, just acute awareness, internal knowings, very connected with the Akashic record type thing. But these multidimensional aspects of you are connecting with you and showing you at this time what it's going to take to bring in complete, total fulfillment. Now, while I feel like you're already there, there's always something that can be even better than what it is. And I feel like this is what it's referring to. So as your guidance is given to you, whether it be through other aspects of yourself, through your animal spirit guides, through intuition, however these messages come to you, these new opportunities that are coming to you are opportunities that, again, you didn't really ask for, you didn't know was going to happen, but yet Spirit knew that it was going to be something that was going to help you to get to your Ten of Cups. It is something that is going to bring in complete happiness for you. I feel like a lot of you are in this state of mastering a lot of things, especially when it comes to your skills and something that has to do with showing different values that you have to bring into the world. I just get this sense of like big time maturity. And it's almost like some of you are questioning, like, how did I get here? Like, I didn't think that my life could be this good, but it is. And, don't ask questions like that. It's because of the hard work, the dedication, what you did to get to this point. It wasn't unseen. Spirit definitely knew what you've been doing. And now, the feelings of arrival, I've got this, I've got there, is here. Thank you. I'm seeing some other cards. Let's see. I don't feel like there's a whole lot to say when it comes to suggestions for how for pile 2 to get to their Ten of Cups, because I feel like you guys, like I said, are either right at the cusp of it or in the energy now, and now it's about readjusting because you're in your Ten of Cups. And we always get new things when we're in our Ten of Cups, so these new things, there's going to be some adjustments that come with it. So let's just see what kind of adjustments need to be made at this time. For pile 2, what kind of adjustments need to be made so that they can accept, be in their Ten of Cups? Focus. There needs to be focus on where you want to go. And I don't feel like it's referring to now where you want to go. I feel like this is like redreaming or coming up with new things to achieve, setting new goals, because you've got to the place where you've achieved all the goals or most of the goals that you had, and now it's like switching to a new focus and expressing yourself in some other way. And here's the cool thing about it. I don't feel like you guys are going to have any swords going towards you. I feel like you have learned how to control the aspect of yourself that is in like fight or flight mode. You're going to stay. You're going to keep putting things in order. One of the suggestions is about organization. And for some of you, you may need to rid of some things because you're in this new energy. And sometimes there's energy that can not hold us back, because I really don't feel like you guys are being held back, but I feel like there's some energy that could just be like a little bit stagnant, or it just doesn't need to go with you. So some of these energies that still don't need to go with you, you need to put in order, put in their correct places. So if it's something that needs to be behind you, you're going to let it go. If it's something that needs to continue to carry with you, but maybe there's an aspect of it that you need to let go, then you do that, or what have you. But definitely some things need to be put in order. I'm getting how do I say this? A lot of you are in an energy of connecting with organics, things that are lower density, that will not be something that will make you feel weighed down or held down. And this is a suggestion going into this, Ten of Cups. You want to make sure that you keep your energy not so dense. Eat things that are not heavy. Eat things that are good for you. Fruits, vegetables. And they're also bringing in like energy of prayer and thanksgiving to your food and water. Yeah, I just feel really like there's not a whole lot of suggestions that's going to be given to you guys other than, adjust with these new opportunities that come. Share your skill set. Know that a lot of blessings are aligning for you right now. Some of you may have some sort of decision to make. Let's see what this decision is about. Let me see. What kind of decision does pile 2 need to make at this time? What kind of decision does... Thank you. There's a decision that when clouds come, because, there could be some cloudiness, some energies that are covered up by a little bit of, let's see, how do I say this? It's almost like, we always have, when we get to these good energies, we always have these energies that try to trick us or trip us up. And there's this energy saying that you need to make a decision that you're no longer going to allow those type of energies to affect the direction in which you go or how you feel about the direction that you go. And this could be referring to, because I'm seeing people talking to you. So when you get to your 10 of Cups, or, even now as you're going into your 10 of Cups, there may be people that may be judging the process that you're going through. And I'm just going to use an example. I thought that my dad and brother would judge me for putting in a 30-day notice at my job and going full-time with my business, and I haven't had that yet. I've had situations that came up, but my friend talked to my dad and my brother and had to take the blunt end of the deal, not me. So I feel like a lot of you are going into these energies with other people like, I don't have to deal with this. I choose not to deal with this. And you can say a prayer and just ask that God, Spirit, what have you, will take care of these judgment and ridicule type of situations, and that you don't have to deal with it because you're in this energy of being happy and nothing needs to take you out. So it's just reminding you that anytime we go into a new cycle, that there's always going to be some sort of clouds that try to trick you up and make you go in a different direction. This is just the ego. This is, just those lessons that we need to learn to, hurry and get through. Don't let them hold us back in any way, shape, or form. You have just some decisions to make about where you're spending your money, how you spend your money. Also, there is going to be some decisions to make about goals when it comes to money. So in your next cycle that you're going through, as you're in this 10 of Cups, there's going to be a lot that has to do with your finances and what to do with your finances. They're reminding you that you may at first have a little bit of financial, I'm not going to say struggle, because they're really using that word lightly, but some sort of, let's just say, moments where you're worried or concerned about finances. But again, the Tower is reminding you to not let your insecurities, fears, or doubts dictate the choices that you make. So you're going to make the right choices anyway. You're going to use your discernment of spirit. You're going to go with what your intuition is telling you to do, and you're going to make those changes, those adjustments, or what have you. Is there any more decisions that pile number 2 needs to make at this time? Who do you want to share your blessings with? This is a decision that you need to make. Do you have people in your life that are deserving of the blessings in your life? And I'm not talking about your finances. I'm talking about all of your blessings, your happiness, your peace, your time, your energy, your finances, all of these things. Who is deserving of this? Who was with you when you had your come up? Who was a support to you when, you was going through the most challenging times in your ascension or your awakening journey? Who is deserving of your energy now? And I feel like this is another adjustment that's going to be made. Anytime we go into a new cycle, we have our soul tribes show up. We have people that are in our life that don't need to be there, that are taken away. And they're asking you to just be happy with those changes that are made. Again, these are adjustments that are happening to pile number 2. Now, you also have the ship, which is an indicator of riches coming in. This is talking about your finances. Again, I feel like a big part of the new cycle that you're in with your Ten of Cups is going to be about what you do with your finances, how you spend them, how you save it, things of that sort. For some of you, you're being guided to save for some sort of big project. This could be moving. This could be putting into a business for some of you, I think. Yes, I'm hearing. Is there any more suggestions I need to get out with this card? Yes or no? Yes or no? What other messages do you have for pile 2, please? When it comes to their Ten of Cups. Friendships are definitely something that's going to transition. If you're not already going through this, this is something that's going to happen very soon. There's definitely something that's changing about who you bring with you. I feel like a lot of people around you are going through awakenings, and some of these people you have to leave behind just for the moment, as they're going through a lot of their changes, because they're not in the same frequency that you're in. So it's going to feel like you guys are clashing, or, you know, when you hang out, there may be times when it just feels not so good. And maybe you can't really put your finger on it, but again, your soul tribe is coming in. You will meet new people that are in resonance with your frequency and what you are vibrating at right now. I do feel like the people that is coming in for you, your soul tribe, they're people that are going to feel like home. They're going to be people that you feel like you've known forever. You may even find that, you know, the more that you hang out with these people, that you've had other lifetimes together, or you, you know, being a multidimensional being, you realize that you guys can connect through meditation and, you know, find out things that have to do with what's going on now and bring that energy forward. But I'm feeling a lot of magic in this energy, so you could be experiencing a lot of supernatural experiences or blessings coming to you in mysterious ways is really what I'm getting. But, you know, it's going to be different for all of you. I am going to get some charms for you guys. I'm going to move on to pile 3. You have some really good charms that are coming out, and they're making me feel just on top of the world type of feeling. So that's probably what you guys are feeling right now. So the first message that came out is visions of things are to come. These are visions that are going to help you to just achieve things that you want to achieve, especially when it comes to friendships, relationships. I feel like you guys already have a big hand on things. Again, though, when you go into a new cycle, you're going to go into meeting new people, letting go of old people, places, and things again, because you're going to have new goals, new dreams, new aspirations. The dove is a message of a promise being kept. A lot of you knew exactly which direction your life was going in. You knew that you was, you know, right on the brink or right at the Ten of Cups where you have your ultimate happiness. And this is just, you know, the reminder to keep doing what you're doing and not quitting now. You do have the beer, good for one free beer coin. This is just a reminder that as you come into this Ten of Cups celebration, giving thanks, being grateful for the changes that have came into your life or something that you really need to do. This is a time of great strength for you, especially when it comes to sharing your talents, skills, and just, you know, those things that you're really good at, and sharing them with the world. You are being suggested to get out and hang out with nature. Connecting with the trees in general is something that you're going to feel led to do. Let's see. I'm going to be moving on to pile 3 in just a second, guys. A blessed gift. Something beautiful soon manifests. Trust that all is unfolding in the most perfect way for you and all concerned. Have faith and continue to hold positive and loving thoughts. A blessed gift is on its way. The blessing of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglements by letting go of emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You have the power. That which you let go will transform into endless blessings. I hope that pile 2 got something out of their reading. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here and being of support. Much love to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 3. For those that are watching, if you were connecting with pile 3, this next reading is going to be your reading. And just a reminder, at the beginning when I was shuffling for the main cards for pile 3, for whatever reason, when I was shuffling the cards, I kept getting how to achieve your 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is going to be messages about your 10 of Cups and your 10 of Pentacles. So let's see what they have to say here. Which cards do I go to for pile 3, please? Shoot. Okay. Pile 3. Pink Dragon. If you was attracted to the Pink Dragon, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so pile 3. You are at the end of a cycle. This cycle has been one that has been pretty tough, especially for you and your finances. You may feel like you've been lacking in multiple areas of your life, but in particular in your finances. I feel like just this cycle of being in like some sort of, how do I say this, like downtime with finances, it's kind of gotten some of you into this energy of not being depressed, but just like, seriously, when are my ships going to come in? You know, I've been doing everything that Spirit is telling me to do, but why is, you know, what I'm wanting not happening? And so I feel like for the majority of you, though, the reason why you feel like you're in this energy of being stuck financially is because there's something that you're holding yourself back from. There's some sort of energy, you know, I feel like it goes along with pile number 2. So some of you may even feel led to watch pile number 2, but I feel like some of you have this mindset that, you know, if I haven't got it by now, then I'm not ever going to get it. Happiness just isn't something that is my birthright. And I feel like that is what's holding you back. There's blocks that have been put in front of you that you need to remove. Some of this programming has to do with friends, family members, schools, TV programs that have taught you that maybe you have to work your ass off to achieve your financial goals, or maybe that if you don't work really hard in life that you're not going to amount to nothing. You know, if you don't have a retirement plan, then your life is going to be in shambles. Like there's something about things that you've heard, maybe even things that you've experienced as a child growing up, maybe with lack in finances or what have you, have taught you to fear what is coming for you. However, here's the cool thing about it. The new start has to do with, there's some sort of belief. There's like this inkling, or you know, this slight belief in you that says, though, that this isn't the way that it's supposed to be. There's something that has told you that the illusions that you have about finances is a lie. So you start to work through your fears, doubts, and insecurities. You start going in the direction that Spirit is telling you to go, and you start realizing that your 6 of Pentacles comes, which is a raise in money. This is a shift in careers. This is something that is bringing in a lot of happiness, because when you have money, the money is able to pay the bills, which is able to help you with your emotional state of being and with your spiritual state of being, which in turn brings in a little bit of happiness. When that happiness comes, that happiness brings in energies that tell you you need to do this or you need to do that to find the balance. And then the balance comes. And then when the balance comes, more answers comes for what your next steps need to be. But I feel like you guys are really not too far from reaching your 10 of Cups or your 10 of Pentacles. I feel like your 10 of Pentacles is going to come first, which is, it's okay. It's whatever. You know, money doesn't create happiness, but it does create an energy of happiness that goes along with other things. So, you know, we'll take it. But what is happening is, as this change in careers, or this, you know, change in the path of the way that the money comes for you, when it happens, it's bringing in this just deep sense of peace. Okay. This peace where you're like, I finally got the answers how to achieve what I need to achieve to get to the money that I need. Okay. Now that you got the money that you need, what else is coming for you? For some of you, there's partnerships when it comes to careers. There is a relationship that is going to be very spiritual in nature. It's going to be something that is deep. For some of you, this is a soulmate or maybe even a twin flame. There is this energy of unity, happy home, happy family. But I feel like it's because you have changed the outlook or changed the way that you perceive things that are happening to you. You also, for many of you, are taking your spiritual journey a lot deeper. This is clarity, truth. This is truths that are being revealed to you about things that you've been taught, especially when it comes to your finances and when it comes to happiness. I feel like a lot of you, for whatever reason, have had a lot of programming that has happened to you. We all have, okay? But there's had a lot of programming that's also told you that you're not going to have the friends and the family in your life, that, you know, the good memories that you do have are of the past, and it's not going to be something that's in the future. But that's all illusion. That's all lie. And I feel like that those illusions and those lies are helping you to take your journey deeper. So what does this mean? You're meditating, you're praying, you're setting intentions, you are asking Spirit to guide and instruct your word, thoughts, and actions. You're asking Spirit to show you what your priorities are at this time and to help you to put time and energy into the highest priority and then all the way down to the least priority. And you're taking those suggestions and you're doing that. How did the suggestions come? Through your intuition, through your discernment of spirit, through repeated messages that just keep coming to you over and over and over again. These are the areas in which you need to pay attention to. But I feel like a lot of you are really asking for clarity in many situations in your life. And now that you're getting out of this tough cycle and moving into a new cycle, you're going to start seeing that this cycle is going to be a lot easier. Why? Because you've been engaging with Spirit and asking Spirit to show you what you need to see, what you need to feel, what you need to learn, what you need to experience at this time for you to have some sort of positive growth. You're going after that. I think my dog might be outside crying. I'll have to go out there and get him here in a second. Copper! Not these cards. What cards do I go to? Show me that again. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. Some of you are also in the beginning of like some sort of creative type of state of being, and I feel like it's more of like you find different avenues of how to achieve things, and you're being very, very creative with it. I feel like a lot of you are also focusing on the emotional health right now. You've been doing what you need to do to clear out energies of trauma, energies of past relationships that could have hurt you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you're also taking your energy back from connections and relationships that could have harmed you in the past. So some of you are learning new ways of healing your mind, healing your emotional body, as well as strengthening your spiritual body at this time. I feel like the new cycle that you're going into, a big part of your 10 of Cups and your 10 of Pentacles is going to be connecting with Spirit, understanding new things about Spirit through meditation and getting some sort of knowings or some sort of information that comes to you that helps you to see what you need to do to even get deeper with Spirit. And I think that some of those things are going to come through like scrolling through social media, people saying certain things, and it just triggers you or it just pulls on your heartstrings or something of that sort. I feel like a suggestion on focusing right now on your spiritual and emotional health is going to be the biggest thing right now. Now remember, this is after the Pentacles come. Your 10 of Pentacles is coming. this is what you need to focus on, or as your Ten of Pentacles is coming in and you feel that this is the things that you need to focus on: spiritual health, emotional health, focus on evolving physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. Some of you are learning about healing and how to heal yourself, and this is bringing in Ten of Cups as well, because it's ridding you of dense energies that have been holding you back for quite some time. Do I take both of those? Okay. Knowing that God is in control, the universe has your back, your guidance team is always there to guide you through repeated numbers, through music that keeps repeating in your mind, through your intuition, through your discernment of spirit, for some of you through your clairvoyance and the visuals that you're getting during nighttime dreams and daydreams and things of that sort. You are being cautioned at this time to really watch who you connect with and how you connect with them, asking that your words be guided at this time, because I feel like some of you may have some things that are clearing that have to do with like your voice and communication and how you speak to others, or even how you listen to others. So a prayer might be that, guide, lead, and words, my thoughts, actions and words, let them be your thoughts, actions, and words. And then what's going to happen is when you get ready to speak, if it's something that you're not supposed to speak, your voice will be held back. You won't be able to open your mouth. There's going to be something that holds you from being able to say what you need to say. But when it's something that you do need to say, the words are going to come out effortlessly and just like with flow. Some of you, if not all of you watching pile number 3, need to start connecting with your angels and asking them for guidance when it comes to getting to your to your Ten of Pentacles and to your Ten of Cups. Angels are there to guide you. And I feel like a lot of you are just realizing, or, are going to be realizing soon, that your angels are unemployed, that they're meant to help you. They're waiting on you to just ask for the guidance and ask to be shown the correct direction and whatever it may be. And, they too will speak to you through your intuition, through an inner voice, through numbers, and through animal spirit symbolism, all kinds of ways, music, just these deep internal knowings that are going to come to you. Meditation is going to be a really big part of your journey, or needs to be a really big part of your journey right now. I feel like for most of you watching pile number 3, you've been going through an awakening for quite some time, but you're now going through like a reawakening. So maybe there's something or some amount of time that has passed where you wasn't putting too much time into your spiritual life, or you wasn't really trying to heal the emotional aspects of yourself anymore. Maybe you gave up because it became too hard or something, but now it's time to revisit that, and it's going to bring in a lot of happiness. It's almost like you may feel like there was a failed attempt at one time when it came to your spiritual journey, or even getting your Ten of Pentacles, your finances stable. And now you're realizing that it was you that held you back the whole time. The focus and dedication and concentration needs to be on your spiritual life, which in turn is going to focus on your emotional health and your physical health, and so on and so on and so on. You're definitely in the end of a cycle and in the beginning of a new cycle. And with this new cycle is going to bring a lot of happiness, more happiness than the old cycle brought you, but it is going to take a little bit of work and dedication and commitment. I'm not a little bit, I'm going to say a lot, because, a lot of things that may happen is going to come with your pentacles. When you reach some sort of stability financially, there may be pride that gets in the way, or there may be a lot of overspending and not doing what you're supposed to be doing with your money, not listening to what Spirit is telling you to do by saving or putting into a business, or, giving to the homeless, or whatever it may be. You're being cautioned, that this is one of the things that you're going to be learning in this new cycle is, now that you got your Ten of Pentacles, what are you supposed to be doing with it? And that comes with a lot of learning through spirit, through meditation, through prayer, through setting intentions, through paying attention to what your intuition is telling you to do and the suggestions that are being given to you daily. And I feel like a new prayer for you should be, when you wake up, guide, lead, instruct my words, thoughts, and actions, let them be your words, thoughts, and actions, let me be more like you, meaning God. Because the God piece is here. The I am presence is here. You are God and God is you. And the more that you start to understand that part of it, and, get into more of this like unity, oneness type of energy, the more that you're going to be even more thrilled about putting more time and energy into your spiritual journey, which in tune is going to help you to not act out with your finances and do stupid shit with it that you shouldn't be doing. A lot of growth is coming with this pile number 3, both with your finances and with your spiritual journey, for sure. Your emotional health, the 10 of Pentacles, is going to come when the illusions leave. I mean, your 10 of Cups is going to come when the illusions leave, and you no longer have these illusions that hold you back from whatever it is. Again, there may be illusions surrounding money. There is definitely going to be some illusions around what you need to focus on at this time. So pay attention what your human is wanting you to do and what spirit is telling you. The difference between your human is it's not going to repeat over and over and over again to you. But what your spirit is wanting you to do, it's going to repeat through messages, through thoughts, through internal knowings, through other people, places, and things, saying these things to you. This is going to be a time of a lot of revelations, and to get to your 10 of Cups, I really feel like taking the suggestions is going to be a really big deal right now. You're your biggest enemy is what they're saying. To get to your 10 of Cups, you've got to get rid of your fears, doubts, and insecurities. Anything that tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that what you have to bring to the table is, you know, not going to get you there or what have you. You've got to rid of those thoughts, those insecurities. Quit being your worst critic is what else I am hearing here. Big time focus on healing relationships from the past. I have videos on YouTube that'll help you to cut cords with connections from the past. That doesn't mean that you, completely cut the energy. It just means that you're going to start realizing what you need to do with that energy, how you need to forgive, how to accept the energy, and so on and so forth. We do have riches that are coming in. This is not just riches and finances, guys, even though I do feel your 10 of Pentacles is either here or very close to you. You are in this energy of achieving more that makes you feel on top of the world. It's not just about the finances, but when you rid of these people, places, and things and traumas and situations that have hurt you in the past, and you start losing that density, you start coming into this energy of, you know what, nothing can affect me negatively anymore. Even if it starts to affect me negatively, I know that it's a lie, it's an illusion, and I've got this. But seeing these blessings come in is really going to, blessings and money is really going to change your emotional outlook and really want to push you to do more about your emotional health to help you move forward and be able to accept your 10 of Cups. Okay, you're not quite there with your 10 of Cups. Your 10 of Pentacles is either here or very close, but your 10 of Cups, you've definitely got to get connected more deeply spiritually, rid of people, places, and things, and look past the illusions. Okay, let's see what other messages want to come through right now. Believe it or not, I'm not really getting anything else for these cards. So let's see. What do I go to now? I'm going to go ahead and get you charms, guys. I'm not filling any more card pulls for you. Hi, Miriam. How you doing, honey? Okay, I'm going to get one more. I feel like one more needs to come out. Or two more. Okay. So, the first message that came through is some of you, to be able to get to your 10 of Cups, maybe even your 10 of Pentacles, there's some things that you need to let go. For some of you, this is marijuana. This is using drugs, alcohol, some sort of substance you need to get rid of. This is a big suggestion for some of you, maybe not all of you though. Take it if it resonates. A lot of you need to pay attention to your intuition at this time. It's bringing in clarity. It's bringing in acute awareness of the changes that need to be made at this time. I also believe that you need to clear your auric field, especially the emotional side of things. This is a big, big, big message that is coming through. If you want to feel a sense of freedom and completion when it comes to achieving your 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness with home, family, friends, things of that sort, then you've got to clear this energy from the past. Energy of friends and family members that have hurt you, taking your power back, even giving power back to the people that you may have took power back or took power from. Getting organized is something that needs to happen at this time, especially when it comes to your finances. Now that you're moving into the 10 of Pentacles, a lot of you are going to be doing things with your money that you don't need to do. So setting some sort of boundaries with yourself, that you can only spend money when you reach a certain goal or whatever it may be. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, but having some sort of organization when it comes to the way that your money is coming in. Let me get you guys some affirmations real quick. Guys, I am going live tonight to do free and paid readings, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. So I hope to see you guys. Anybody that pays for a paid reading before I go live will be put at the top of the list. If you need payment information, it is in the description box below this video. 2 cards are free, 4 for $7 or 9 for $20. If you're making a payment on PayPal, make sure that you're sending as a friend, and that way I don't get charged an extra fee and neither do you. A blessing of acceptance. Every part of you is equally worthy of love. Accept yourself as you are, and this will be a blessing unto yourself and others. If you wish to see the truth of the matter, hold no preference, either for or against a particular outcome. Just be the love that you truly are. Some of you feel like you're in a vortex and you just see all kinds of rapid changes happening all around you, and it's really, really important that you flow at this time. Not fight the changes that are happening. Adjust so that you flow. Give me another affirmation card, please, for pile number 3. You are the blessing. You are blessed. You are a blessed soul and a blessing to this world and others. In giving, you also receive. For life is an ebb and flow of love and blessings. We are all of a single essence and one in spirit. To give is to bless both yourself and others. I hope that you got something out of this reading, pile number 3. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being of support. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. All right, guys, I am going to get off of here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this pick a pile reading for how to get to your 10 of Cups. If you didn't get to watch the whole thing, please go back to the very beginning. That way you can see which reading that you want to pick. You may be drawn to one or maybe more than one. It doesn't really matter. Anyhow, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Much love to you guys. Hope to see you tonight. Bye.